know what day it is. It's Tuesday. Rob and I, Jermaine, and the voice. We back in the building. What do you mean we're back in the building? We're back on the porch. The porch was closed due to the weather the other day. It was raining. But guess what? The porch is open. And we got this new thing we want you to do. If you out there listening, why would I say if you listening? To those of you who are listening all across the country, anywhere and everywhere, here's what we want you to do. We got something called pull up, open up your window and holler at us. Yeah, you got a few moments to pull up on the porch. That's the new thing. If you want to call in, it's called pull up, open the window and holler down. Let your window down and holler at us. Like, you know how you ride past on the porch on the block and you see so-and-so, you be like, Squally, hey, dig. Da, 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 right. You just holler it out. Squally, dig. Da, 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 da. I'll holler at you. Boom. Ride down the porch. You see somebody, you know, you riding, man. You let the window down. Hey, they's having a barbecue over there on 15th. You gonna come through? All right. Let it go. You know, you come through. So that's what we do right now as you go. That's the new thing we doing. Adeline, what up? Marcel, what up? What up? Man, coming off the white party. Love. But that's the thing I want y'all to do. That number is 414-444-5250 and 414-444-5352. 5253. I'm sorry, 5253. So you can call in, pop off real quick. Like, I mean, let the window down and holler something good. What's happening? How you feeling? Where you at? What you representing? What you did this weekend? What you do every day? We just let the window down and you can holler at us. You can also put it on here, place it in the chat. It is good. And as I always say, I am 6 feet 1 inch and 3/5 above ground. I threw the 3/5 and that get a little taller. Jermaine, how you doing, King?
Hey, listen here, Jack. It's better to be seen than viewed. Man.
Say that, man. It is better to be seen than viewed. Carvey the voice, what's the word over there? Feeling good over there, man. It is Tuesday, man. I always feel like it's Monday when I come back in to the show, but it's really Tuesday. So our Tuesday is our Monday, but it's everybody's else Tuesday. So it's our Monday, and on our Monday, we like to give you action. We like to give you energy. We just like to get some love. I got a great guest today, man. It was a nice weekend. And the 4th of July is around the corner. 2 days away.
Yeah, 2 days away.
2 days away. Y'all tell me about your 4th of July memory. You remember, I do remember this. Do you remember your mom used to go get them outfits for the 4th of July?
Oh, man, red, white, and blue, Doc. We was all looking like popsicles.
Hey, man, was that not the real deal? You got to get that 4th of July fit?
Yeah.
Why?
Hey, man, to tell you the truth, I still see some grown cats.
Oh, man, cats go. I see cats run to the mall now.
I mean, they get the Star Spangled Banner shoes.
Oh, and they probably the most unpatriotic. You know what was crazy? And I know this is something, but you know when 9/11 happened, you know what I mean? I understand. Now hear me out. But some of the cats who was running around USA you be like, fam, you committing more domestic violence.
Like, bro, you don't even pay taxes.
You with all the smoke. Man. I would see cats with almost a tank and ride mad. That was wrong. It was wrong. I won't question. But you was wrong too.
Oh man,
on several
been wrong. Cat, you been wrong.
But man, 4th of July, I guess that would be the first. Well, for the nation, that's the first holiday of the summer. Well, Memorial Day. Yeah. But this is the one we go all out.
Yeah, this is really the last of
it really is.
Summer.
No, it really is. Because I always, you know what's crazy? A few things we always talk about before we start. I always look at the 4th of July as the end of the summer.
Yeah.
Because after July, after the 4th, it gets real. It goes real fast.
Man, after the 4th, you start seeing back to school commercials.
Yes.
All type of stuff. So
and they removing. Well, they've been having, but they removing summer stuff out now. Which is, by the way, I go get a lot of my.
And that's the
stuff.
best. Yeah.
I go
best
get
time
a lot
to catch
stuff.
a white.
Yeah. Oh, I go. I load up.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. Because after the 4th, then you got a couple of weeks, and then August come. As an educator, I remember you the last week of July, you start getting back to that building. Yeah. You report back to the building the first week of August.
Some people go back to school as early as that first week of
August. Yeah. Well, as educators, administrators, and so you got to start being in the building by a certain time.
Okay.
Some schools are open all year. Like if you were educated, you got a key you can go back and forth, use computers or whatever. This prior to when you could bring it, because before you could have a computer for the summer. So if I was a parent, I said, hey, I want my computer, I want to keep it for the summer. you can take it with you, and that's what it is. But you get your key and you go back and forth in the building, unless it's locked on certain times. We usually do that. But in August, you start reporting back to that building, and I already got a couple of people calling me to speak in August. So that's what it is. But I know this. Did you remember on the 4th of July how serious I'm talking about your 4th of July fit? I'm talking about not with us, but your parents. My mother, first off, my brother and sister are not the same age, but my mother, because they look alike, that she used to dress them as twins. She had them little twin outfits on, and I remember getting upset because I didn't get a 4th of July fit. That's the whole neighborhood. Everybody got a 4th of July fit.
Yeah,
that was crazy. Why?
Well, just as kids, I remember, it was 9 of us. So, just imagine.
You got to get a 4th.
I mean, everybody got a fit. We walking out the house as a tribe.
Getting ready.
But looking like a box of popsicles.
Red, white,
and blue.
Red, white, and blue. Everybody got one on.
Oh, man. Target, Kmart. Target and Kmart.
We got ours off in Chicago. You got yours off Madison Street. Madison would be I don't know the equivalent of Madison, but every part of Chicago got their shopping parts. The West Side got Madison. It's Madison going to Oak Park. The South Side got like off of Lakeshore Drive, Yates, Stony. It's certain places where you go get your fit.
Yeah.
So prior to it my mother went to the Gold Coast. And she got our stuff, you know. That was a serious thing. I carried that for a long time. I love the 4th of July. At that time, I was eating pork. I knew we used to barbecue from one end to from as a little boy. That was your whole. You wake up.
As soon as you wake up, you smelling the charcoal burning.
Right. You got to eat them hot dogs first.
Yeah, to eat them hot dogs before you get it. Get them Oscars.
Sorry, but you know what I'm talking about. You can't. Oh, I want to rip. Pow. Smack out.
The ribs for the grown folk.
Man.
Y'all eat them hot dogs.
How was that?
Chicken wing.
That uncle that came past smashing one.
Yeah.
You can't get one.
You see all of the meat on the.
He looking dead at you.
You're pulling that thing.
Pulling it apart. You go to I can't have one.
Yeah, no.
Like you say, it's 9 of y'all, so it's a whole bunch of us.
Hey, but you know what? Yeah, them little huggy juice you gotta feel.
Right.
Hey, but the funniest thing I'll never forget. My mama used to say, because when you ask for some meat like that, she'd be like, "You don't need no meat. Meat make you hard-headed."
Like, you don't need no meat make you hard-headed.
Yeah, meat make you hard-headed.
So I guess
go get some hot dogs.
What they doing
hot
over
dog
there?
Meat?
Ain't that's hot dog meat, right?
Yeah,
you don't say that in front of her. You
I
whisper that under your breath.
Never had no meat.
The stump off.
Never
like none of y'all in here.
Like, dang, man.
What's up, Shells? Kindly say it feels good to be home on the porch. No doubt. Shells, let us know. We got this new thing, Shells. Check us out. It's called Ride Up, Pull Up, and Let Your Window Down and holler at us. Tell us what's going on in your world, in your life, and what's happening. Also on the 4th of July, something else I used to love is everybody coming over.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a little different now.
Yeah.
Because it's like in my family now, almost everybody got a house. So then it was one house to congregate.
Yeah.
So any cousins coming over, we're going to play. And then the night it's like, man, can you spend the night?
Yeah.
10 to a floor. Am I right?
Man.
3 at the top.
I remember.
On 2 on the couch. Make a pallet. Come on, man.
Make you a pallet.
Stop playing about that pallet.
Man, listen.
Stop playing about that pallet. Fan over the top.
The whole living room was, you're right. Like people everywhere, sleep everywhere, man.
The fan over the top.
And you even had the fan. Well, for us, we turn the fan on and put it in the window.
Oh man, you in heaven.
Oh my God.
Spread out. You spread out, man. Make room. We at grandma's house.
Yeah, spread
out. We deep in here. Everybody's all right. Get you a spot.
Hey,
get you a spot.
But you knew that next morning you was gonna wake up to a big breakfast.
Oh, that was it.
Oh, it was gonna.
It's not gonna happen every time, but you're gonna get it that day.
Oh man, one bacon, sausage, egg, toast,
laid out,
cream of wheat.
It's laid out.
Oatmeal.
Oh, cream of wheat,
cream of wheat, Jack.
We grits. My grandma used grits. The hard bacon. What's that one?
Oh, that's the pork rind.
Yeah, the one they they put in the oven.
Yeah,
you gonna get some jelly biscuits.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Get the old jelly biscuit.
Come on, man.
I might get some butter toast. The old jelly biscuit.
Or them jelly biscuits. Sometimes it'll be rice
rice or grits,
fried potatoes.
Now that's the luxury.
Dude.
That's when it got smaller. We got a luxury. And it was a whole spread. To this day, that's why my wife would be like, "Why do you eat so much rice?"
Man,
there's a whole lot of people in that.
a whole heap of us. I mean, a heap.
To this right now, if you ask me my favorite meal of anything, my grandma, last meal she ever cooked, fried wings, white corn, white rice, gravy, fried corn, and a brown biscuit. I'm in.
Man, listen.
I'm not saying I'm eating that now, but that's it.
I know this gonna sound crazy, but my favorite one to go to when I was little and younger, it's gonna sound crazy.
What's that?
Pork and beans and wieners.
Oh, come on, that's a winner.
Oh, listen. Pork and beans and wieners.
Hot dogs.
Oh, I mean, but you take the hot dogs and chop them joints up.
In.
put them in there, man. Get you a loaf of bread.
Man.
So
hey, look, and it's a couple of y'all at the crib, so you got your TV spot. You got it that night. You got the TV spot, right? You couldn't tell nobody nothing. You got your pork and beans. Got your hot dogs. And you about to watch like this Friday night movie or something,
bro.
And unless the big cousins come in and
listen, I remember the pork and beans and wieners and sitting in front of the TV and watching Gremlins. Everybody used to.
You win it.
That was the movie.
You win it.
Gremlins.
You've been planning that day. Tell me you weren't planning that the whole day.
The whole day.
Hot dogs,
man. Oh man, don't let them add some sandwich to it.
Hey man, hey, listen, them the days. What's up, Ladette laughing at us? Hey, and now so make sure Ladette, listen, anybody you can call in as we say, let the window down and just holler at us, whatever it is. We talked about the 4th of July. We already know what you do and don't to the barbecue rules. We got that laid down. But in a few things I want to talk about, it looks like the famous trio is gone. Klay Thompson may be leaving.
Man, listen.
Do you think? I'm going sports for a minute.
It's over.
It's gone.
Yeah. Those over here, it was already a signing trade.
Oh,
yeah. So
it's done.
It's done.
Where you go?
Dallas. So Kyrie, Klay, Luka, but they still gonna need a bench.
They got to get a big.
They got to get a big.
That is, but you know what?
Nobody, me. They gonna sign me.
They said the run is over though.
Oh yeah,
the run is over.
It's over.
You can't. A couple of things. Let me say this first. This is a moment in history because we got to watch that.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great run. I'm talking about with Klay, Steph, Draymond. Durant
was a.
That right, but that was a run. It was that was unfair when he went over. It wasn't even fair.
If you can't beat him, join him.
Yeah, he wasn't even fair. Hold up, we got a caller. Caller, let your window down and talk to us on the porch. Let your window down and talk to us on the porch. What you want to holler about real quick?
I guess the caller hung up. Call back, caller. Call back.
That was unfair, but I'm just saying, one of the great things I love about sports is those moments when when that team that was dominating, when they finally got to pass the torch over, you know what I mean? Like we watched when Dr. J had to give it to Madge, Isaiah, all of that, we never get to see Jordan because he left. We never get to see that happen, the passing of a torch.
Right.
So now with the breaking up of that team, like that was history for a moment. It was a changing of basketball.
Yeah.
The way they played, the way they shot.
Yeah.
And they brought the playground back to the basketball because prior to that, you couldn't come down and just pull up.
No, man, they changed the whole landscape.
Changed the whole landscape. And I read Andre Iguodala's book, and he stated in there where Mark Jackson told Klay and what's his name? What's the guy? Steph. I don't care how many times you shoot. I don't care where you shoot it from. Go at him. I'm going to ride with you. We're going to win or lose like this. He gave him the confidence to do that.
Yeah.
And Klay should have been on the 75 of all times, in my opinion.
Most definitely.
He should have been on the 75 champion. He's won consecutively.
Yeah.
So it's bittersweet to see that go. I thought Milwaukee might make a run at him.
Well, I knew that wasn't going to happen. The only way that would happen, they would have to trade Chris Middleton.
That's what I thought they was going to play around.
But I think when Dame sent out that crypto message, it was a picture of him and Chris Middleton.
Oh, I'm good.
So the
They
way
can run
that.
it back with that squad.
Yeah, though you know kind of know. Okay, well, Chris.
No,
ain't
we
going
good. I
nowhere.
think they run it back with
Yeah,
that squad.
if
Don't
they
go.
stay healthy, I
They
think
stay
if
healthy.
the Bucks stay healthy, man, they can put.
They be shot.
Oh man,
And
they
Doc
gonna
is there
put
for
him.
the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
They gonna pull some things together.
Mhm.
I trust it. Oh, and as we get ready to roll into our commercial and everything, do you know what today is? National Day is, guys?
Nah. What's today?
National Don't Forget Day. Don't
See,
forget to.
I forgot already. I forgot.
There.
Man.
It's National Don't Forget Day. So whatever you wasn't supposed to, don't forget that. I don't know what that means that you're not supposed to forget. Don't forget to. It's what it is. It's National Don't Forget to.
Yeah,
right?
that part.
Yeah, whatever that is, man. And last but not least, my little cousin Fifi. It's her birthday. Shout out to Fifi. Happy born day, Queen. And yesterday made not my grandmother and grandfather, the patriarch and matriarch of our family. It would have made 91 years had they still both been alive. They've been married 91 years.
Wow.
Yes. 19th.
Wow.
Yes.
That's man. That's
July
awesome.
1st, the patriarch and the matriarchs of the Nixon clan. That's our family. So, man, do something, man. Give us something, man. We gonna come back, man. We just playing some music. We talking. Pull up on the porch and let your window down. Call us back. It was nice watching Clayton play, but it's gone, and the NBA season is a couple of more months away, just like football. It don't ever stop. Peace.
On the Porch with Quad on 860 AM and 106.5 FM. WNOV.
I used to be one of those people.
You're listening to WNOV.
I said yes many times when I knew I should have been saying no, and then I would be mad at myself for saying yes. You say yes, then you're mad when they come back again. Because when you say yes, when you really mean no, people follow the intention of the yes. Because why do you say yes? You say yes because you don't want the person to be upset with you. They're not. You don't want the person to be angry. You want the person to think you're nice. They do. And that is why they keep coming back. Nothing is showing up in your life that you didn't order there. If it's there because you needed to see it. So how do you set boundaries for yourself? I was having trouble setting boundaries for myself for even strangers. So what I learned is that the reason why people keep showing up is because my intention is to make them think that I'm such a nice person that you can ask me for anything, you can get me to do anything. I'm going to say yes, I'm going to say yes. So many times you will have angst and worry about things, and you will put yourself in a state when the other person really isn't even thinking about you. So learning that I could specifically determine for myself what the boundaries were for me, what I wanted to do, give my money, give my time, give of my service to who I wanted to give it to when I did, that I get to make that decision. And just because you get 100 requests a week doesn't mean you have to try to fulfill all of that. Just because you have all of these demands on your time and on you doesn't mean that you have to say yes. You get to decide because you're the master of your fate, the captain of your soul. And understanding that really changed the meaning of my life, in that I was no longer driven by what other people wanted me to do, but took charge of my own destiny, making choices based upon what do I feel is the next right move for me.
Yes, that's the Oprah Winfrey inspirational moment. And Shelly Conley, yes, we will drop that link for you. Thank you for the thumbs up. Please do that. Let us know. Share this time, man, with us. So with that being said, as I got my artist, I'm going to introduce. We at that time, Shells, what we do, Quabinaz 10. So with that being said, man, give me some music, give me that beat, and let's rock that 10, man. I'm ready when you're ready, King. So with that being said, I said, good God morning, family. Ken, I said, in case someone needs to hear this, my quote was, Carvey, it is better to be disliked for who you really are than to be praised for and loved for who you are not. So what do I have today? 10 things you should never apologize for. Number 1, being your authentic self. If you keep being somebody else, then who they gonna be? You don't have to be a jerk. You don't have to appease others, but you are the difference that makes the difference. So be you. You the best version of yourself. Number 2, never apologize for life changes for the better. There comes a time when you have to say enough is enough, and you have decided to be better and do better. Loyalty. Let me say that again, Jermaine. Loyalty. Carvey, loyalty has an expiration date. Number 3, never apologize for disciplining yourself. Listen, inspiration is a feeling. Discipline is an action. To get to be the best version of yourself, you must practice, you must form, and you must on a regular basis act in discipline. Number 4, never apologize for living your best life. What was that song? Your best life. Listen, family, never apologize for enjoying the life you have. Now, that doesn't mean neglect responsibilities or ignore those you love, but take some time to appreciate yourself and don't feel guilty about it. Number 5, ambition. Listen, you are not responsible for the conditions you are born in, but just because you were born in these conditions doesn't mean you have to stay there. Never apologize. And this is for young people out there. Never apologize for wanting to go higher, do more, and be better. Number 6, self-care. The old saying that if the plane is going down, put your mask on first. Take a moment to take care of yourself. Get a massage. Turn off the phone. Trust me when I tell you, family, the world will be okay. The world will be okay. Hey, I hate to say this, but they say God rested on the 7th day. Take some time. Number 7, Maine, spending time with your family. Never apologize for spending time with your family. After all the accolades, after all the triumphs, what is good if you miss the moments like the first step, the graduation, the baseball game, or just the fact that your baby wanted to see you. Number 8, never apologize for creating wealth. Anyone can get a job. That's right. Anyone can get a job. Only a few of us see the big picture. We sacrifice a little to make a lot. Number 9, never apologize for forgiveness. Family, if you hurt someone, apologize. If someone hurt you in that life, some point, figure out room to forgive. Holding the weight of bitterness, resentment, and anger hurts you more than it hurts them. Number 10, and I mean this when I say this, number 10, never apologize. The world needs this one. Never apologize for being kind. Never apologize for having a good heart and helping those in need. What a better place in this world. What a better place this world would be if more people decided to be kind, to be fair, and give back. Imagine somebody cutting hair for free, cleaning up for free, doctors working for free, people just doing because they want to be kind. Acts of kindness change the world. And lastly, the world needs more people like you, Ken. Be different. You don't have to stand out, but don't shrink down just to fit in. P.S. If you read this in your entirety, if you listen to me the whole way through, you are a person of discipline and high self-worth, and the world is waiting on you. And if don't none of that work, man, I leave you with the words that the poet Jay-Z said, man, love me or leave me alone. That's my 10. Talk to me later. Peace. Yes, family. Yes, family. Shelly, I will share the link. And yes, I will share that 10. If you like that 10, give me a thumbs up. Give us a heart. Not just me, but the whole family. Let them know what we on. Today, kings and queens, I am honored to have my man in the building, man. I mean, my man said he was going to pull up. And we went back and forth, but we got him here. So we got to welcome you to the porch the way we welcome you. And man, I don't know what you got for him music-wise, but we got to give you that. What's up, Lena Ramirez? Yes, you got a fellow artist in here. Man, so you got to do the countdown with us, King. I don't know if you ever did the countdown. You ready for the okay? You ready for it? It's ready for a movie. So, man, you tell me when, and we rocking, man. Uh-oh, he nodded his head a certain way. That means we got one for you. Carvey, are the lights on? We say action, man. The keys ready?
You better believe it, Joe.
Okay, man, you got to get with us. Engine number 9 on the New York Transit line. Like if my train fell off the track, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Woo! Ah, yes, that take us back to Saj right there on it.
Right back to
Saj, man, you remember? Turn it up. Mike be on the drums too. What's up, Lena? How's happening? What up, Shells? Whoa! Hey, 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 hey. Show me what you got, little mama. Show me what you got, pretty lady. Show me what you got, little lady. Show me what you got, pretty lady. Hands up and wave, and wave, and wave, and wave. Hey! Get a drummer some. Already gave the summer some. It's the winter's turn. Hope you hold it. The coldest gets better with time. He said, no two alike. I like it. Like he say, no two are like a snowflake. It's so man. He snapped. Hunger J. I got the top down. Woo, woo! You hear that? Drums. I can see Olin going off right now. I can see Olin going off to this right now, fam. Hey, 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 hey. Where y'all at? Bump, bump, bump. I got the drop down. It's your turn. It's your turn. And that horn. All right, man. Hey, what's happening, family? Welcome to the porch, man. How y'all doing? Chime in, check in with us. I need a thumb or a heart or a fist or something to let me know you out there. Carvey, what's the quote of the day, King? What we at today, King? You got something for me? I got you. All right, so before we start this, King, you on the porch with us. I'm introducing my artist. We always do this, man. We do not go anywhere without doing this, man. Listen, times are serious. Mental health is real. Physical health is real, but more importantly, mental health. We get too many calls like, damn, I was just with him yesterday. and I don't know what my guy going through. So we do a mental health check around here. 1 is the lowest, 10 is the highest, and wherever you in between, you let us know. So Jermaine, where you at, King? We at 1 to 10 mental health check-in. We don't play around. What's the mental health check-in?
Man, I'm feeling great. Family is good. Health and strength is good. I'm around some good people. I ran into my guy. See my guy, man.
Brotherhood.
I'm at a 15, man. I'm at
15?
15.
Man, come on, man. Let's
hey,
give him
man,
an
it
O
was
for
good
15,
to see good,
man.
Let's
give him an
people,
O for 15, man. Can he get an O? 15, man. All right, King, you at a 15, man. With 50, see you guy. You ain't know I knew you, man. He came through the door. Carvey, who makes sure the voice. Carvey, where you at, man? Where you at, man? 1 to 10, Carvey, where you at? Okay. What's draining the energy, King? Anything in particular, or it's just the days? I get you, man. Go get that Jimmy in.
He needs some milk.
He give him some milk.
He needs some milk.
Get that milk in. We gonna get you, man. We got to pull that energy out of you. Ken, good brother, you in the building, man. It's from 0 is the lowest, 10 is the highest. Where you at, man? Mental health wise, check in.
Mental health wise, let's say I'll say 9.
9. Oh,
1 to room to grow.
Okay, give me 1 for room to go. Room for improvement, man. Room for improvement, man. Let me tell you something. I'm at about 12 to 15. Great weekend this week. I didn't get to Detroit to celebrate my cousin. He died some years. Died back in January, but they had the memorial for him. I didn't get down there, but I want to shout out the Rouser family. Beautiful ceremony, laid them well, they celebrated them. Stories, we got a chance to see it, so that was a blessing. The all white experience at the I forget the place, I forgot the name, Beard Center was amazing. Outside to inside. I didn't get to see Jagged Edge because I was with everything else. I was listening, but I was everywhere else. I was outside. Vail killed it outside on the patio. It was beautiful out there. It was a big family reunion. See all the old heads of family, and all that. Everybody was fly as they could be. So I enjoyed, man, had a good time. So people reminded me of some stuff, but today is National Forgot Day, so I forgot those things they reminded me of. I forgot the things that they remind me of. And my brothers, they be on here tomorrow to talk about the all-white experience, man. It was a good time, man. We had a good time. I got there because I wasn't going to go because I was going to Detroit, but I did. And yesterday, man, yesterday I got to just chill out, got some reading in, got some writing in. My new book is getting ready to drop. So I got to write yesterday, 1984, 40 years ago. This time I was just getting off the plane from California, 14 years old. So we get to do that, man. And my grandparents was their anniversary yesterday, man. So I'm good, man. I'm at 12, 15, man. That's where I'm at, man. So let's give it up for the mental health check-in, man. Let's make some noise, man. Well, kings, queens, family out there, it is Tuesday. Everybody else, yesterday was Monday. It's a short week because some of you don't have to go to work. And some people do have to go to work the day after the holiday.
Yeah.
Because that's a rule now, right? You got to work before the holiday, the day after the holiday. Okay. She work on the 4th? I would work on the 4th. I ain't going to lie to you. Until Obama came along, I wasn't celebrating the 4th of July. I wasn't. I'm saying, if we get historically correct before we get into it, the 4th of July, doing the attack on our people, the rape, robbery, slavery. If an African who was free went to the North, when they was popping firecrackers, that mean they was hanging black men. And they would come on the 4th of July to get the free Africans who have, got their freedom in Philadelphia and Boston and these places. And they on the 4th of July, they would come and drag them back down south. You know what I mean? The 4th of July was the perfect time because whatever, et cetera, et cetera. And then the late, great Frederick Douglass wrote the letter, which I'm going to read tomorrow. He says, why do we celebrate the 4th of July? But then somebody else came back and said, if anybody should be celebrating the 4th of July, it should be black people because there's more blood of ours on the land than anybody else's that built those buildings, that toiled in those fields. Yes, Jermaine.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I hear a lot of people say that Lincoln helped free the slaves, but in reality, the slaves is what helped free the country.
The Africans and free. That's right.
We was the one that came to Lincoln and was like, "Let us fight," because they was getting whooped out there.
Yeah, which is always. Well, the bottom line is, it was more of us in the country than them. And each year was getting, and what we don't talk about, they talk about Nat Turner's rebellion, then Mark Vesey, but it was hundreds of African rebellions throughout that time.
Yeah.
There was plenty of them. They just didn't get documented. All right. So, you choose to do whatever you want. And Courtney gonna come on here and say, Courtney said, "What up, Ken? Don't forget about the licorice. I had some licorice. I had some licorice over there." I had a.
Was it the black licorice?
Man, I don't really know what it was at a certain point, King. I'm just gonna tell you. At a certain point, man, I was. At a certain point. I was.
You understand me?
Yeah, I was. I was. I didn't have to host. I didn't have to. Somebody came up to me like, "Quiet, I want my seat." I was like, "It's not my party.
Hey,
I'm not working." And they was like, "Well, can you help?" And I was, because I was saying that because they're gonna see me later. Like I did, and I went around. They was waiting on me. I went to the other side and never came back.
Listen here. Catch me if you can.
I did. I went to the other side. There was so many people you can get lost in there. So I went to the other side. I was like, all right, well, I'll be right back. I went to the other side. And I never came back. So, sweetheart, I know she watch it. That's what happened. All right, I apologize. Don't call in to blow the spot up. But hey, man. So listen, family. I am honored, man. On the porch, it's Talent Tuesday. And I have a talent. There's so much talent in the city of Milwaukee. There really is. And this weekend, we got to see it. But what we do on the porch here, especially with my brother Carvey being an MC nationally known, and my man Jermaine being a songwriter, and myself being a poet. And this is WNOV 860 AM. And we looking out the window. We love to celebrate artists here in the city, right? And I will never call you local, because I just say the world just don't know about you yet. You are artist. So with that being said, this is my brother on the porch, artist, painter, poet, writer, straight up Renaissance man. Y'all give it up for Mr. Ken Brown in the building. Where he at? Where we at? Can he get Man, Ken, I'm gonna read your bio, man. I'm gonna talk a little bit, but Ken, I just wanted to let the people know you're an amazing artist. You do murals, right? You do poetry, all of that. So I'll read a little bit and then we'll have our conversation. It says Ken Brown was born and raised in Milwaukee's North Side, 53206. Yeah, I said that, 53206. He calculated into into the world of art when he was offered a position teaching at full-time at an elementary, middle, and high school students. He has several notable murals to his credit, including locations such as downtown Milwaukee, MacArthur Square, which is beautiful, the massive 620-foot mural that was done in his signature stained glass style metallic paint. This mural is called The Hero in You. Man, The Hero in You. And it is a time stamp and a celebration of the essential workers around the world who continue to provide essential services such as food, transportation, education, healthcare, and other vital functions of society. Musically, Ken has been on the scene in Milwaukee playing drums, keyboards for churches, and he was one of the lead vocalists to the group Niche Productions. He is launching his debut album Elevation, which will include acoustic guitars, keyboards, as well as some special guest appearances. Man, let's give it up for him, man. Show some love, King. What's happening, man? How you doing today, family?
I'm feeling great today. I'm here with my people. Y'all looking good, feeling good at everybody. Energy.
Man.
Love. Thank you for this time. I appreciate this moment.
King, you looking good too,
Thank
family.
You,
man, you looking good, fam. I'm so glad you got to pull up. You know, I told you I was going back. For those who listening, I've been going back and forth. Like, man, I got to get Ken on. So I blocked that day when I was like, I thought that was your number. So I was calling it like, no, he gonna answer. And lo and behold, I went on your Facebook page, found that number. I was like, let's go, man. Here. So glad you're here, King. What you been up to, man? I mean, you got an album coming out. You're still doing your art, man. The world don't know you. I do. Let's tell them a little bit about Ken. Born and raised where?
Right here, 53206, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So I've seen it all.
Yes, sir.
Still seeing it. I'm still there.
That's right.
A little bit about me. I was born 4 siblings. I'm in the middle. Raised in church.
Which church?
Mason Temple.
Okay.
Christ Temple.
Okay.
Are my 2 childhood churches. And, it's like a concert every Sunday.
Okay.
And we didn't know at the time, you know, we absorbing all this music. We was little kids sitting on the pews, but all that music is getting stored, and now it's just coming out. You know, we had a great drummer, Sean Tatum, Mason Temple.
Oh, so y'all, that's what y'all. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. That's the the connection. All right.
Yeah. And to just be around so many amazing musicians, the folks, musicians, all the singers, the choirs. You know, if you're going to church like 3 days a week, that's like 3 concerts a week.
3 concerts a week for free.
And we didn't realize how good we had it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But the music is coming out now.
Yes.
From my heart, from my soul.
Yes, and it's the artistry. Am I right? If you in there, in that field, you know, just not with the preaching of the choir. I mean, the pastor and the singing of the choir, but the instrumentation also. Am I right?
Oh yeah.
Because as I've always been told here in the city of Milwaukee, some of the best artists are still in church that don't come out and play on circuit. Am I correct? Yeah. They most of them come from that background, right? Yeah. So you got a chance to sit in there. You went to church, born and raised. What school? What middle school?
Stoyman Middle School.
Okay, Stoyman.
Shout out to Stoyman.
Shout out to Stoyman. And what high school? Here we go.
Rufus King. General salute.
Courtney on here.
Hey.
General salute.
Hey.
Rufus King,
Blue
listen. Well, blue and gold. And when the King kids come on, when the King people, the adults. Nah, man, they make it clear. I had Unc them, my man Lou, the elders, they have a breakfast. They all over 70 years old. They have a breakfast. They all with the King, and they make it clear. They make it clear. I think Johnny came on and she said the name of the school, Rufus King, the element, something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go look it up. King High School, right? College.
Kentucky State University.
Okay. HB. HBCU.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. My man played ball down there back in the day. That's where he got his he got a scholarship off of down in Kentucky State. Yes. Nice. We did go to visit him.
Thorough.
Yes. What got you down to Kentucky State, King?
A friend of the family was taking his daughter to a college tour,
and
you know, my mom and dad's friend, they said, "Hey, would Ken like to come with us?"
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, "Yeah, we want to get him out the house for
get out the city too."
Get out the city.
Yeah.
So I was accepted to Whitewater.
Mm.
And I, you know, if you look at my old King yearbook, it's see you in Whitewater, do good in Whitewater, all of this.
Right.
And then I took the ACT and applied for. We went on a college tour like Central State, went to Kentucky State University, like 2 other schools in the area.
The HBCU circle, yeah.
Circuit right there. And I got accepted to the school, KSU, and then was blessed with a scholarship.
Oh,
and
wow.
And it was more than what I was
what
getting
you was
with
getting
the
there.
Other school.
Right.
So I said, well, I might as well go. But Kentucky, I didn't know anything about Kentucky.
No. We don't go down to
I
Kentucky.
said, what is that about?
Right.
So I got accepted. I'm like, okay.
Did you know anybody down there?
No one.
Oh, you went by. So when you going, you
Solo.
Even down there.
It was crazy because when they dropped me off to my dorm and they started pulling off, I'm like, wait, are they really leaving? My mom, they started leaving and driving off, and I'm looking at them like, they really leaving me.
Like a movie. You like, they gone.
Slow motion. I said, oh, they really left me.
And you at Kentucky State. King. So that's life-changing because if it would have went the other way, what was the experience at K-State? What was that like leaving Milwaukee? Right, you don't know anybody down there. College is already difficult when we leaving away from home because you, for the first time, it is crazy how we never think of this. You only like 17 years old, 18 at best, and you on your way to a university, which is probably almost sometime hundreds of miles away. This is the first time you live by yourself. You get lucky if you know somebody, but you go down there, you don't know nobody. Right? Nobody. You meet anybody from Milwaukee? Was it anybody from Milwaukee?
I met a few people from Milwaukee.
Okay. So, but you didn't know them. You clicked as it went.
As we went, as the school year progressed, you find out who's from your city.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just get to know people, and and then we took trips back and forth, you know, like for the holidays and different breaks. I'll ride with them, maybe give them $20 for gas. So,
see that? Remember that? You heard that, man? At $20, it ain't $20 for gas no more. Boy, can you imagine that conversation used to be? Remember that conversation when you be with people? Yeah. Hey man, would you run me over here, man? Come on, man. Get me. What they say? Car don't run on air.
They say car don't run on faith.
Faith. They be seriously about that 20. But go ahead, you put the dub in there for gas, right? Come on home, right? You get home. What was the experience down there, King, that helped Was there experience, or was the experience at HBCU, did it shape some of your art and your beliefs now?
Oh, most definitely.
Pull your mic down just a little bit and talk into it.
Most definitely, it did shape everything. It gave me the understanding that there is better for me. There's an opportunity, and just being with my people was everything. And seeing that we're all on a college level, advanced classes, supporting each other, having plenty of fun. Don't want to miss that. That's a huge
What's that
part of
fun
it.
like? What for people that don't know, right?
Oh.
What is that fun like, King, at a HBCU? Like you just said, like, and give it to me if you can, culturally, and socially, and even economically if you can.
Oh man, culturally, just being there, seeing people that just look like you, your people, making new friends. Socially, it was, well, more just expressing your own individuality and being accepted, and then accepting other people. Like my roommate, we fought over peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Because me and Alan.
Did y'all throw hands? Was it hands?
Yeah. Like a week later, I ain't gonna lie. Can I speak on that on the air? I mean,
Hey, we just got to talk about, man. Wait, what'd you say? Oh, man. Hot dog. Hey, hot dogs. How'd you say hot dogs and the beans, right?
Pork beans and wieners to get you whooped.
It was cool at first. We said, okay, we're gonna team up here. You get the peanut butter, I'll get the jelly and the bread. We're gonna do it like that. So we got the stuff back to the dorm. It's my roommate. And he, as soon as we got back to the dorm, he already making a sandwich. Okay, I didn't say nothing. I thought something. I said, he making a sandwich. Okay, a couple hours later, he making another sandwich.
Y'all broke too, am I right? How what the funds is like? Y'all tight on funds, right?
Al is on his third sandwich. I ain't even on my first one yet. So I'm like, okay, this is not working out. So maybe that's socially, but economically, it was amazing too, because you stand in the line to now I think the administration is more online.
It's a little faster.
We had to stand in those lines.
Yeah, no. Back in the day, it wasn't no
wrong line.
It ain't. And I was that wrong line.
Yeah, you was in
that line for hours, and they'd be like, "Excuse me, you got to be over there." And people not budging. They not like, "All right, man, I understand." Sometimes they might. Sometimes they not, man. It all depends, man.
And then the games too. Can't forget the games.
Oh, Saturdays. All right.
The football game.
Football Saturdays. Kid, come back with it. We gonna talk a little more. We gonna have you play a little bit. Take us up out of here, man. Music right there too. I snuck in on us.
Let's make love.
It dropped just right. It dropped just right, man. So Kings, Queens. So Ken, before you and it's Talent Tuesday. So being it's Talent Tuesday, we gonna share something. But Ken, so put hands on the dude, man. I had to bring that back. He's like, man, he's like, he on. He said, "This is third." He said, "Man, that's what I'm laughing at." He came in. Wait a minute. I can hear him saying that. Man, this is my uncle. This third.
I was cutting hair.
Like,
I was cutting hair in the dorm.
Trying to eat
so
it all
fun's
up.
low. Right. Like, hold this,
Greedy,
slow down.
greedy dude.
Right.
You're your third sandwich, you know. But so Ken, the art came, man. When did you before? And I got a special. He gonna do a joint over here for us. He brought his guitar and he got his art. I'm gonna show Carvey got some of his art, some of the art you have. When did art catch your eye? I know what you said in the bio, but when did the art that you do catch your eye, man? Because you like a real Renaissance guy. You paint, right?
Yeah.
You do photography too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And you're an artist, man. A slept on, not just, but your art has there's certain type of art you do. Am I right?
Oh, yeah.
So when did you start? And then when did you start finessing? Like, this is how I want to do it.
I started. My mom, she bought me this little. It's like a little tray, an electronic tray, and it spins. You put a sheet of paper on top, and the paper starts to spin, and then you pour paint on it, and it creates like a swirl pattern. And I was probably, I don't know, maybe 6 years old at the time.
Okay.
And that, let's just say that paint was gone like the same day. She's like, "Boy, you used that paint up that fast?" The whole set. So that was one thing. And then also watching my mom, I watched her in she was in the bathroom. Those old white shades you pull.
Yeah.
Wow.
I forgot. What's shade, you pull? Yeah. The real shade. Yeah.
She pulled it down and then she painted this yellow butterfly on there.
So your mom painted already. Your mom was an artist.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
and
right.
she just did it so smoothly, like in one fluid motion. I'm just amazed. Like, and I used to look at that butterfly every day.
How old were you when that happened?
I probably was about 6.
So you captured
6. Yeah.
What the smoothness of it, but what else captured your eye when you was watching that? If you can go back for that moment.
Well, she just made it so simple. It was just easy, and I just watched, and she just decided to. It was just a blank shade, and she just said, "Hey, I want to paint a butterfly on here." So that at an early age, I was introduced to the concept of if there's a blank canvas, add some color to it. Yeah.
Give me one. Just please.
Blank canvas.
If it's a blank canvas, add some color to it.
Add some color to it. And then also the way the shapes come together is the way we come together. The way the colors come together is the way we blend our colors. We blend our experiences. We blend our gifts, our talents, our creativities. We pull our resources. And that's how we can be more powerful as a people, as if we combine those colors. You know, like a red and a blue give you purple.
Yes,
Even
sir.
in a relationship.
Come on.
I might be blue, she might be red, but we come together, we make purple, we make royalty.
Oh, somebody finna call in, you know that, right? Some lady, he just dropped one. Hey, Jermaine, Jermaine,
I'm gonna call it.
Like,
say that again.
we make purple. We make purple.
I'm sitting right across.
Like rain, like Prince, baby. When the doves cry, when the doves fly. No, I love it though. Like, you know, that's a, because in some sense you can look at, would I be wrong to say your work can be looked at as abstract art also?
Yes, it's definitely abstract. I feel like it's a fusion between what you can view. What do they call that? It's a certain word, I forget the name of it, but it's abstract, but you can still detect different images within the abstraction.
The surrealness.
Yeah, so it's both. It's both.
The depth of things. So when you're looking at it, you just not look. I've always been amazed by art. How artists put it together, especially when it's like almost collages. Just the like you stated, placing the patterns together, right? When I'm writing, and I don't believe in writer's block, but when I can't think, I always have art books. I would just open and read the art, look at the art books, and I would write whatever I felt based on what I saw in that art. So as you say, you're looking at the depths. Who are some of the people that inspire? Are there any people that inspired your art that you can think of besides, I know Mom, but how big was Mom influence on your art?
She was a big influence. She was definitely, she still is, you know, supportive. Also, Matope, Della Wells.
Yes.
Jean-Michel Basquiat.
Yes.
Just to name a few of my top 3 right there.
That's a hell of a top 3 right there.
That's my top 3.
Why do you pull from them if you can? What your mom, you said your mom made it. You said this right here. There's no such thing. A blank canvas needs to add color. So give life to something, right?
Yes.
Basquiat and his hip hop.
Right.
Wells. What do you pull from when you rocking with those artists?
Oh, when I'm rocking with Jean-Michel Basquiat, I look at his lifestyle. I look at the fact that he had a rough childhood.
Yes.
He was, drama at home.
Yes.
And things, and so he was on the street for a while, but he was on the street, but he didn't give up. He kept something going, perseverance. There's something that I can do. I'm good at art. Let me try to paint. Let me get these paintings together. He didn't just lay down and say, you know what, I'm homeless.
And just quit. Right.
He didn't do that.
Because as I read the 10, right? And I think that's it, taking inventory, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, like you on the streets, but he go, I can do something. And we have to send that message to our people, but to young kids, young men especially, and young ladies, like we all got something we can do. Right. You know what I mean? Whether it's cooking, whether it's cutting grass, there is something, and that's art. If you do it to a perfection, and when I say a perfection, like you stated, he was a graffiti artist, right? And he brought graffiti downtown. So you like the fact that he never gave up, the perseverance.
I like the fact that he didn't give up. I like the fact that his work was unique. He wasn't afraid to be himself. He wore his hair different.
Yes, he did.
His music was different. His art was so different. It wasn't even accepted in the general
Isn't that crazy?
Circles. They wouldn't accept him at first because here's a different style. He was rejected for being different. He would write words.
Same old and all that.
And that wasn't going on in the art world at the time. No one was doing that. He was the only one doing it.
And as before you get into the music, ain't this is crazy though? For those, and we're gonna put a picture up of John Basquiat. Jay-Z is speaking on Basquiat real heavy now, right? He's had his paintings. He talks about him. He even wears his hair similar to Basquiat. But this is the thing: Basquiat was doing that art, but a certain artist at that time can take a soup can, Campbell soup, and they called that art. That became the end thing. Andy Warhol. But Basquiat was ostracized for bringing that to the table. But he made way for people like yourself. Now where did music come in, Ken? Where did this music and the poetry part of it come in? Because we go back, so everybody don't know, we go back to the Mecca. We go back to before the Mecca. I tell you somewhere else we go back to. Coogee Chocolate Center.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Yes, we do, man. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do, man. Where did the poetry and the music jump in at, King?
Well, the music jumped in, like I was saying before, from church. That's where it just was embedded. But it really kicked in when I begged my mom for a keyboard. I was about 11 at the time. You know how you ask your mom for something for Christmas and it's probably like January, February, you gotta wait. You start to begging early, Right. And I think I begged just enough, and she got me a keyboard.
Invested.
She got me one, and then my well, I don't want to say my sister discouraged me or nothing. But she was like, "You can't play that."
Yeah, we get that. No, we get that. That's okay.
The basics, So that's kind of like the early. And one other thing is violin. So I was in like the 3rd grade, begged my mom once again, can I please get music lessons?
Right.
And I had to beg a couple years. I asked her about that violin so much. She finally got tired of me asking so much about the violin and just went ahead and signed me up. But the thing happened though, when I got home, as soon as I pulled that violin out the case, I started playing it like a guitar. She said, boy, you gonna learn that violin. Wait. You just wanted the guitar, just hold it. Why didn't you just tell
the
me?
Violin is this big?
Yeah.
And you tried it?
That's what I wanted to do, was play the guitar, but I didn't know how to, they didn't have guitar lessons.
Right.
But it was something with strings on it. I wanted to play that. So I learned how to play it.
Right. You did learn how to play the violin. Yeah, what do you think about the hip hop violinists now that you'll be hearing the brothers to get down?
I love it.
Yeah, because it's dope.
I think it's amazing to fuse different styles of artistry. And I think that's what it's all about. It's the fusion. It's like the red and the blue. It's like putting it together and coming up with something that looks different, but it's a combination.
Right.
So I love it.
And it's you.
I love it. Yeah.
As I said in my stat today, like don't try to stand out, but don't try to fit in either. You know what I mean? In our time frame, and especially now, look, people will applaud you now. But what was it like, Ken, growing up as a young artist? Because you're different. Like you said, you're different. Look, I want to play the violin. Look, the black boy syndrome. You play basketball, right? Now use the syndrome. What you do? Right. When you see a young black boy and they 10, 11, first thing they ask, we never ask about how you doing in school. You playing ball? You playing ball? Yeah. And it better be one of the balls. Oh, I'm playing soccer. Oh no, what? No, I play rugby. You hooping? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Right? So here you are, 11 years of 11, 12. This is the coming of age now. We in the parks. What you doing?
11, 12. I don't think I was really doing much with music at that time. I had like a moment when I wasn't doing any music.
Even after all this, the investing and all the music, investing in the keyboard, the violin, and seeing this, you wasn't doing music for a while.
I'm glad you asked me that, because now I just remember how it happened. I was a freshman in KSU, Kentucky State University.
Okay.
And I heard a voice of the Lord telling me to buy a keyboard. And I'm in my dorm, like, I hear the voice of God maybe once every, so often, not every day. So when you hear it, you feel that unction. Get a keyboard. And I knew I had to. I went to the store that night and took it back to the dorm and started playing that. I was playing music that same night. Like, how can I do this?
Even without no training?
No training.
Piano, nothing?
None of that. No. Just started playing. So that's how it started to kick, when it kicked back in after that few years of not playing at all.
Why were you not, if you don't mind me asking, why were you not playing?
I couldn't even say why. Some things come up in life, just take a back seat, and then they just come back out the blue.
Yeah.
Just like those services that we sat in with the choir, and I was in the junior choir too. I was in the choir. Oh, I was in the choir, Rufus King. I was in the King choir. So that's how it came back. Bought the keyboard, and from there started playing. Years later, after a gig I was doing, broke one of the keys and said, you know what? I put the keyboard up and said, well, I have a guitar here.
Right.
And I bought it for $25 at a Goodwill, like a thrift store. And since the keyboard broke, see, sometimes in life things happen.
Yes.
And you think it's bad, but in a way, it turns out for your good. So when that key broke, I was very upset, because I'm like, I did this gig to look out for the, for the ones that invited me, and now it's broken. So I put the keyboard up and grabbed the guitar, and from there, that's when the guitar started going in.
Love, all right.
Yeah. Well, I haven't played keyboard in so long.
Well, let's do this. Fred Robinson Jr. said, what up? Man, what's going on, man? That's Mindful Mondays. Much love to the Milwaukee's artists. So let's do this, King. Since we got your guitar, right? You got your guitar. Am I right? Let me show the people you got the guitar. He brought the, he got his paintings in here, man. So you gonna do a little something for us? Or what, you just gonna show the painting or the guitar? All right, man. So we got you set up. You can get the strum there and you can do the piece there. It's up to you, man.
Is it good here?
Is it good there, man? You want to do it there or you want to do it in the corner? Let's do it in the artist spotlight, man. So with that being said, Milwaukee, Chicago, Philly, wherever y'all looking, where y'all chiming at, y'all should be looking at, man. Right now, King, you're going to hear the one and only, my good brother, the one and only, man, poet, artist, all of it, coming up from his new album, Acoustic Poetry. Y'all give it up for my brother. Make some noise, man, for the artist, Ken Brown.
That's good.
Man, say no more, man. Y'all show some love. King, give it up. Hey, King, if you won't, give him that's right, man. Listen. And not only that, man, don't forget, man, if you want to bust a poem while you're doing your joints, you're more than welcome. We're going to bring it back. Was that what you about to do?
Hey, have somebody give me 2 to 3 words. We'll make one up now.
Is that what we on?
Love and life.
Is that what we on? That's how you feel?
That's how we feel.
You feel a good time with it too? Are we freestyling like that?
You want music behind?
I think it should be music
I
behind.
think it should be.
I mean, we need to have the whole vibe.
Down.
I mean, we on the porch.
Yeah.
It's raining outside too.
Down.
People ain't got nowhere to go. We need you now. I'm just playing. What up, Crystal? What's going on? That's right. Oh man, Carvey. While he putting that together, listen. No, that's not me, Crystal. I'm having the 100 show, but Carvey is hosting my 100 show. Carvey is interviewing. He doing the whole thing, man. Let's go, man. 100 show, and I'm gonna talk a little bit more about it. It's on you, kid. What we doing? How we doing? We vibing?
We just gonna vibe.
Guitar too, or we just got the beat too?
The beat is good.
All right,
the beat
let's
is
do it.
good.
Let's do it then. Let's do it. Let's do it, Dan. Let's do it. Let's do it,
It's the King
Dan.
Guitar Tour.
Yeah.
Love and life. Love and life. Fall like rain. Fall like rain. Love and life. Love and life. Guess what I'm doing? I'm loving life. Loving life. I'm feeling right. I seen the people on side tonight. It's a freestyle. In the meanwhile, listen, loving life, that's my lifestyle. Some people don't want to be patient, they want it right now. Only thing I want right now is faith, because that's what keeps you running this race. Keep that pace. Love and life, love and life. Too much hate in the world, not enough love. The peace of a dove. Tell your girl what you thinking of. Give her a hug. She probably had a long day. Tell her that you made a way. Out of no way. Be a provider. Too many people just trying to slide inside her. Slide inside her mind. And you can do that one time. Loving life, loving life, loving life. What's the price for loving life? Little freestyle flow. So let's break it down. What is love? Everybody has their own way to define it. What is your color? Everybody has their own way to combine it.
Come on, kid. Come on.
You can mix the colors of all your brothers and your sisters, Mrs. and Misters. Show respect. Sometimes you gotta keep them appetites in check. Love and life. Love and life. Do it right. Love and life. What is love? What is love? It's up to you to define it. Sometimes it's like a song, but can you rewind it? Can you shine with the time? Are you in the sky? Can you fly? Love and life. Love and life.
Yeah.
Is that all right?
That's all right. Man, y'all give him a one time. Y'all show some love. Give him a Come on, man. Sit on back down, man. We gonna do another one. Go ahead, man. Let's go there, man.
Oh man, this is Pastor Mike Cypher.
Yeah, man. Why not? Go ahead.
Okay, Carl, jump in.
Come on, man.
Love and life.
Go ahead,
Go ahead,
good time,
Carl.
kid. Get the good time, man. Go
Yeah.
get the good time. Let's do this, man. Let's do this.
Love and life.
Oh, this is the Cypher, baby.
Go ahead,
to him,
man.
Carl.
Carvey.
CP,
Let's do it,
man.
Carvey.
Talk to him.
Love and life.
Yeah.
Loving life.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do.
Love life. Woo. Here we go.
Go, man.
See, you gotta love life to the fullest. Do the things that you wouldn't. Take trips, love life. See, you gotta love life. Rain or shine. Gotta love life. Rain or shine. Love life. It's gonna be alright.
It's gonna be all right.
Love life. Go ahead, Qua. It's gonna be alright.
Every day I wake up, it's another day above ground. I don't have to check the rain because my heartbeat is my sound. Gave my little brother a black fist, so that means we gave a pound. And once upon a time, we stood on the corners and we sold pound. Not like dogs, we just was lost, but now we found. My insight is a third eye of wisdom, meaning from my dome to my wise. Don't need to chase the thighs. My eyes are always on prize, and there's no surprise that we love our life because our life is full of love. Love and life, life and love, 1 and 2, they go together. Young boys dying, the storm we must weather. Man, put something on, hold on tight. Love is life and life is love. We don't need no more funerals. We don't need no more amazings. Black boys killing each other. Man, persuasion, phasing. I love life because life loved me back. And if I should die before I wake, know I love my life. Don't take my soul, but take my words, because I love life.
Love life, love life. Love life, love life. Rain or shine.
That's fire.
That's fire, man. You got to record that, man. Stop playing. Jermaine, stop playing, man. Stop playing. Stop playing, man.
Hey, man.
Stop
I
playing,
took
man.
that chorus line from Growing Nation, by the way.
Ooh, love life,
Love
man.
life,
See
rain
what I'm
or
saying?
shine.
Rain or ooh.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
come on, man.
Brother.
Come on. What up,
Brother.
Yvonne? What's happening? And since I got a caller, you on the porch. You ain't got to let the window all the way down because it's raining, but at least holler us from the side. What's happening?
Are you sure about that quad?
The mayor. What's up, King?
Oh, come on.
What's up?
People.
What's
Come
up?
on. Hey, Quad.
JT,
Here I go again.
Hey, man.
I'm just messing to all y'all in the house.
Yes, sir.
You know that's love from the heart. That's
Yeah.
love from the heart.
Yes, sir, King.
Hey, beat your chest. Beat your chest. Beat your chest. Because y'all know you got it coming. The Quad, for real, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm not about to mess with you, Chicago.
Chi-Town.
Hey, Chi-Town. Ask me. Hey, JT, do you remember the L trains? I said, yeah.
JT, you remember the L trains?
Yes, sir. It smell like oil, gas, and stuff like that. But you know what? Quad.
Yes, sir. You know it, baby. Oil and gas.
From one part to the next part in Chi-Town.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm an old veteran from the old school.
Yes,
but
sir.
Anyway, I just called in to give my love for all of y'all in the house.
Yeah.
Like that. And how y'all be.
Man,
And playing the music and stuff like that on the real tip. So Quad, I just want to say, sir, thank you so very much for watching out, Quad. And y'all do your things and playing that music and singing and stuff. Are you kidding me?
Man.
Hey,
man.
Quad.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Quad. Can I get a holler at get a shout out to Harvey?
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to Harvey, no doubt. Yes, sir.
Because Harvey been there. He's been there for a minute. I always called in on the radio station, since I've been doing it. I always holler to Michelle Bryant.
Yes, sir. All the fam. You get the fam.
Yeah, the fam.
The fam. That's what it is, King. That's what it is, man. Yeah, shout out to Harvey and to all of it, man. Shout out to you, JP, because we couldn't have it if you ain't called in, King.
And I appreciate that you saying that, young man. But one thing I want to say from my heart, I do, because when I called in, I don't have anything in particular to say except for this. A lot of people went out today to try to vote
Yeah, they did.
for Lakeisha Myers and stuff like that. People trying to watch out for us because we know what's going on. And Harvey, thank you for expressing that. You know, not to go on politics right now, Harvey.
No, it's all good.
But anyway, young man, I just want to say I want to thank. I went out, tried my best to vote for Lakeisha Myers because she's where I live at in the 4th district. I did that. But hey, Quad.
Yes, sir.
One more thing I want to holler at you about. Hey, man, thank you so very much for not when it comes to people talking about stuff and history and stuff like that. Quad. Only thing I want to say to you and everybody in the house, sitting up there in the house in the studio.
Yes, sir.
Hey, y'all. Remember, once upon a time, we used to be called Negroes. Okay, the Negroes was like 4 generations. Okay, the Negroes started with from the person that tried to take black people away from slavery. Her name was Harriet Tubman.
Harriet Tubman, the Harriet Tubman.
Thank you. And the last was probably Martin Luther King Jr. But in those 4 generations, we used to be called Negroes. Okay, I was born in 1953 in Warren, Arkansas. On my birth certificate, they called me a Negro. But you know what? I've been out there with Commander Mike McGee and everybody out there protesting and standing up for the black community because I love my people you do. Like you do, Quad.
Love them all day, fam.
I might be for whatever, Quad, but Quad, you've been doing the same thing. But Quad, excuse me for saying this, sir. I want to thank everybody there not to thank you so much for respecting our ancestors, our grandmama,
yes, sir,
grandfathers, my mama, and our dads and stuff. Because I don't know if there's 2 kinds. I don't know if there's 2 kinds of Negroes or something like that. But the only Negroes I know is the Negroes that fought for us to be on the radio station.
That's it, man. We gotta go, JP. We gotta go to commercial, King. Love you, baby.
I'm just saying. Excuse me for messing. But
No,
thank you.
You all good, King. We gotta go to commercial, man.
Much love.
Salute.
Love to all
Be
y'all,
safe out here on the 4th too, man. Take us out, man.
This is State Representative Lakeisha Myers.
WNOV.
The Freestyle Tuesday. Love life. Love life. Love life. We got beats going. We got main music. Man, we got the whole nine. Listen, King. So great. Thank you for the inspiration, the writing. Now, the murals you do, right? Explain your art. We got some of your art. We was posting some of your art. Where can people, first off, as I think Carvey asked, where can you tell us about that mural that you painted for the COVID work for people, the essential? COVID was, we may never see that again in our lifetime. And it's crazy because I be trying to wrap my mind around when 4 years ago this time, we was just coming out of the pandemic.
Right.
People, and it was really eerie, even with people outside, kind of like no handshakes, like, hey man, stay over there. Remember in the store, it would say you couldn't walk down this aisle this way. If somebody in the store coughing, you like, hey man, you got one, you got one more. I witnessed that. Somebody saying, man, you got one more cough. I did know. I was in the store and the dude coughed, right? And then the lady coughed. She didn't have a mask on, and the manager was like, there's other people in here, all right? And the dude, it was a brother behind me. He's like, man, you got one more cough. I was like, come on, man, this right here. I mean, I witnessed it. Even I was like going, oh, come on, man, you really, like, fam, you're killing us right now, right? Like, really? Didn't you see that? Okay, all right, that's cool. Fam, one more. You got one more of those coughs.
One more,
right?
Yeah.
But and the people who were on the front line were the essential workers. Right? That was, I remember in Atlanta, they would stop the bill because people, my cousin, she was a nurse. And the essential workers really were lifesavers. I mean, like, because I remember being shook about what you can and can't do, but you thought about those people who got up every day. And it's crazy now. It's like it never happened for them. They were held as a certain esteem. And some of them went through a lot of trauma from that because they watched people pass, and that you took the time out in your art, which I said in the thing today, be kind. You took the time out to do a mural. Why? Tell me why.
Well, it was Bid 21, the downtown Bid. They had an artist call, a mural call, and I applied to it and got an email that said that I won the the artist call.
Word.
Have you ever got some good news and you just had to read it again?
Yeah, you have to pause.
Like, no,
this ain't real.
I read it wrong. It's another word in there I missed. It was unbelievable to be trusted with 620 feet. That's a football field and a half.
Come on, man, give it up for that, man. Come on, man, give it up for that, man. Please.
Thank you. That's how it started. And then with the sketches, I just wanted to create images that were endearing, which show love, the human touch that we really were restricted from at the time.
Yes.
But it's like a mother and child. How can you distance yourself from your baby? So there's a lot of mother and child images on the mural, and it just reminds us of humanity. It reminds us of our childhood. It reminds us of the nurturing that we all needed and still need. We needed it to get us where we are, and we continue to need it because it's what makes the world go around. It's what makes life. Tell me that you don't have to nurture a garden and you're gonna get a great harvest. So nurturing is, to me, part of the mural because of the images there, and it has so many other relations to us, more importance to us.
Was it emotional doing that?
It was emotional because I'm painting the mural, and this is at the height of civil unrest.
As well. That's why I was gonna ask. That's why
a lot going on at the
because
time.
This is George Floyd, right?
Everything.
And you're in the heart of Milwaukee where it's happening at, right?
I am.
And if I'm wrong, you had your own loss. Am I correct?
Oh yeah.
So you know what I mean? Was it emotional putting this art together? Because it sounds like you really lock in when you write. Like when I'm writing, I do have a moment where this is where I'm at.
Yeah.
But painting, it has to be different because you're dealing with images, colors, and colors attract emotions. Am I right?
They do.
And you can't when you perform it, you can't hide that emotion. You lose something. So I'm gonna ask you this: was it emotional when you placing all this up there?
It
or
was.
What's the process?
It was very emotional because my brother Tim,
Rest in heaven.
Rest his soul. Yes. My best friend, they say we look like twins, so they would say, "Where's your twin at?" So this was right when I lost bro. So I'm on the wall like I'm doing this for him. I'm looking up in the sky,
bigger,
and it was fueling me. Like I would stay up all night. I would watch the sunrise, and I'm still downtown painting all night. And that's one thing that motivated me, that really drove me forward with that passion, was him, my bro. So that was a part of it. And the process for me is, I like to first start with the sketch. It could just be a simple pencil sketch.
Okay.
And the pieces should fit together like a puzzle. And you don't always know that fit until you get in the game. You know what I'm saying? Same with life. We don't have to have everything figured out beforehand all the time.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes when you get to that door, now the door opens.
The leap of faith.
Yeah. Some people say, that door over there, that door way over there is locked, it's closed. Well, if you have faith and trust and believe, and you walk to the door, don't assume it's locked.
Right.
We lock our own doors up for lack of faith. So the mural was spiritual for me because I was able to connect with everyone in the area. There were lawyers that would walk past. There were probation agents. Of course, the police department station is right on the corner there.
Yeah.
So I got a chance to interact with all types of people for 2 months straight. And it was an experience I'll never forget. And I'm so grateful that I was selected.
Yeah.
And I hope the city feels that I did honor to that mural and to the city for the essential workers.
You did, yes, sir.
Because I really believe in them.
You did.
Thank you.
Losing bro.
Yeah.
Right. And going into COVID.
Right. Yeah. Right.
And you're on, because we've talked about different things.
Definitely.
Was there any form of therapy? Was it therapeutic in there, or was it a distance away from things?
Man, art is therapy like you wouldn't believe. Art is therapy, music is therapy, poetry is therapy, creativity is therapy. And it came together for me because I'm able to do what I love. And what's better than having a job that don't really feel like work?
That's right.
I paint for a living, and do music for a living. So these are things
what you would do regardless.
What I would do for free for myself, regardless, and making a living and a life out of it. Not just that, but sharing the gift with other people. I think that's part of why we're gifted, is to share the gift.
Explain.
I feel like, well, first, I believe that it's better to give than to receive. I believe that first off. Also, how did anyone receive their talents? They were given the talents. Yes. They were blessed with it.
Come on.
So is it gonna stop with you? Why stop that? Keep it flowing. Give it away. Share your gifts. If it's music, if it's poetry, if it's writing, if it's business plans, if it's e-commerce, if it's websites, radio production. Share these gifts, share these talents, because there's someone out there that needs that inspiration. And you don't know how many lives you could touch with a picture, with a poem, with a song, with the business plan, with all these things that we put together. So it's important that we share the gifts that we are given.
Right.
Keep it flowing.
Yeah.
And that's how you receive.
Right. Because and especially with your art, because people walk past art. It was this thing. I forget. He said, "Art inspires." Art inspires. A true art is inspired by everything they lay their eyes upon.
I like that. I like that for one, Quad, because how many times do we look over things? How many times do people not stop to smell the roses or stop to appreciate the breeze? We complain in society about too much when we could be grateful. And that's how you live a more fulfilling life, is when you're grateful, when you take the little things and don't ignore it. So it's about taking time to help the lady across the street, or help your friend fix their car, or maybe take your friend to work if their car is down, or maybe if you're down to your last, you maybe give $5. You know they're struggling, give them $5.
Yeah, from something.
Yeah,
and it's not because like you said, it's a small act.
Right.
We call it a small act, but for somebody that became a big act,
It's
right?
a big, yeah,
Because some people needed that little moment walking past your art, right? To see that. I'm a firm believer that you write it, the African tradition, the African village, when you walked into the village, you knew who was who by what was written on the wall. So they would put the mask on the wall. They would put the triumphs on the wall. They would put the children on the wall. And that would tell you what type of tribe you were dealing with, the village, saying that this is a tribe where children are nurtured. This is a tribe of education, right? If we go through our communities now and we see some of what's on the wall, Pam, the artist, said it the other day, a picture of alcohol, a picture of this latest rapper, whoever, whatever it is, right? As an artist, and we're all artists in here. And I'm so glad we're having this conversation, that when the world crumbles one day and they dig up the art of our generations, what do they say about the last 10 years of the art that's been produced? Think about what they say about the world. Whereas you take 20, 30 years ago, you find Stevie Wonder's classic album, right? You find Public Enemy's album, and you go in there, you see the graffiti on the wall that told you, like, that's creativity. You know what I mean? So just the fact what you said, you give more than you receive. And I think artists are always going to give, because when you're painting, you're not just, especially during the loss of your mom, I mean, not your mom, but the loss of your brother, right? Are you painting for him also? Are you doing your art for him also?
Always, always. Every piece, every piece is symbolic and representational of a brotherhood bond that was very strong, you know. And that's what's crazy is it's still going on. He helps me in ways in his absence more than people who are here.
Just the ways and being there, the inspiration.
Yeah, and also with that, and just sharing the gift and talents, and the fact that art is therapy. I feel like that's how we all heal each other together, is through the therapy of sharing these talents. We just wrote a song a minute ago.
We did,
did we not?
Sit in his office, we sit right here.
And I didn't, you know, I didn't.
It just came. No, it's some of the most natural thing. You familiar with I know Jermaine is, but you familiar with Eric Roberson? And so Eric Roberson, DJ Jazzy Jeff, right? Philly guy. DJ Jazzy Jeff took Eric Roberson, Monte, Glenn, what's his name? Not Glenn Jones, but the other one that sung Sound Like Stevie Wonder. You sing as something like that, and another artist, and he put them all in the studio, and he said, we recording everything. We ain't mixing, we recording, and then we giving it away. He said, because when you die, you ain't gonna have none of this to take with us. And they went in there and they killed it. I'm gonna pull it up later and say they went in there and killed it, which is how I'll be like, man, I want to just go in the room, like, look, you know, think about I remember when we first started doing spoken word, right? And just when Grown Nation was on here, we would go over there one of them joints, and they'd be in there vibing, and they'd be like, "Wow, what can you do with this?" Okay,
come on,
all right. Yeah. Or we be in the backyard, me, Black Art. Moo wasn't with us at the time, but me, Black Art, Dan Vaughn, D Money, the Ghetto Pimps Poets. They had the African drums, and man, we'd be like Topic, and you just. And man, record, you know, just go. What, you know what I mean? But that's what art will do. So Ken, do this too for me. You have some paintings over here, Kari, if you can. Some of this art is over here. You mind showing? If we can, I can hold them up, or we can put the camera on there. If you got the camera, you may not have to hold them. So, yep. So if you can't, we good, Kari? Yep. So people, he brought some of his artists. So let me do this too, man. My other friend on here, Lena, but you the first visual artist we had in here with your work. Man, Pam was one, but you the first that brought your work in, man.
Appreciate it.
So what we got here, King, some of your art, tell us about it if you don't mind.
Well, these pieces, this is from my stained glass art collection.
Stained glass. Now give me break down the stained glass for me.
Oh, stained glass. I was in a thrift store some years ago, and there was a vase that just caught my eye.
Okay.
And this vase had all these cracks in it, these lines, just cracks. It was like a crackle vase. And within the lines of the cracks, I could make out places and streets and people even. And I'm sitting at this thrift store, and the lady is finally like, "Sir, are you going to buy the vase?" You know, I was captivated. And so I took the vase home and studied it and started doing lines and just line work. And my first couple of paintings looked just like a crackle vase, but as they progress, and that's how we are in life. Another thing we could take from that is those small beginnings. Don't ever discount the small seed, because they can become a large tree, a large field. So embrace those small beginnings. I saw this and I started it, and each painting got more and more in depth, more intricate, more design, more flavor to it. So,
and what is this? If I can I show this to everybody?
You can show that.
Can I show this, Carvey? let's get this joint, man. I think this. What is this? This is man, I'm flattered
Stained
over
glass.
here, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
yeah.
fam. Do
Yeah.
you see this?
Yep.
Where you want me to hold it, Carvey? Right here. Do everybody see this joint?
Yeah, so art is healing. It's
Tell
part
me
of the
about
journey.
this, man. I'm finna pester you, man. Tell me about this.
This is a sunburst behind the artist, the poet, the movement, cultural leader, Kwa Nixon, right here. He's throwing the peace sign, meaning peace in the middle of the storm. You might be going through something, but let me throw this sign up. It's peace right here, because whatever you say, your words out of your mouth do have a lot of weight and a lot of power. This picture is amazing. They got the gold tones. The sunburst represents the light of the mind shining, and the sun rays are far reaching. How far does the sun rays reach? You know, so infinite. Thank you. And that's how we are. We're to shine our light to each other and to ourselves. So this is a great picture. I'm glad to present this to you.
Oh man, thank you, King. Thank you,
man.
Thank you. Can we give a big hand, man? It's there in the studio.
Appreciate it. Love.
That, man. I
Love,
appreciate
man.
it.
Yeah, that's you. That's
so
you.
the work and working, first off, before we working, man, thank you.
Oh,
this
you're
is
welcome,
amazing, man.
Very
Working,
welcome.
I'm gonna point in one more. Where we at, Carvey? Right here.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Very welcome.
So where can somebody just hit? Where can they? Thank you, Shelly. It says Shelly Conley said this is amazing. Where can how can people connect with your work? Like if people said, because you've had a few galleries. We were trying to, but it was COVID. We were trying to pull off the gallery show. Remember,
we were.
But again, it was during that time. People like can't have that many. We were outside and sold Unplugged, so that was different. But when we were trying to gather in, people was like, nope.
Right.
Where you had a few art galleries, you had a few galleries, am I right? Or
I got a home gallery,
showcases. Am I correct?
Several showcases, exhibits. My home gallery inside my place. I can be reached very easy to get a hold of right there on Facebook, on Instagram handle is just artist Ken Brown. And you can instant message me on Facebook. I'm just Ken Brown on there, or you can say maybe Ken Brown Milwaukee, maybe it come up a little better. And they can get a hold of me also through you.
Without question.
They know how to get in touch with you, man. Hey,
we'll post some more of your stuff. Now, before let's get another, if we can, I would love for you to do another joint with the music.
Right.
And because the album is called what?
What's the album called? Elevation.
See what I mean? Elevation. Why elevation, King?
Elevation, because we should always be in a state of mind of elevating from day to day. We should not only elevate ourselves, but elevate each other. And what if the way to elevate yourself was to elevate other people? What if the more people you elevate cause you to go higher? What if?
Man, people don't see that one.
Elevation.
You know, that's crazy. How people go ahead, Carvey. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. What's the quote, Carvey? Go ahead.
Please.
The quote is, "The purpose of life is a life of purpose."
Ken, man, give us some music, man, real quick, man, if you don't mind, before we get out. Let's give it up for the Ken Brown one more time. Show some love, man.
Love. All right. All right,
Man,
all right, all
man,
right, all
King,
right, all
King.
right.
See what I'm saying, man? This has been that type of day, man. I mean, you couldn't ask for nothing better, man. I was so listen, King. I was so glad, man, that you was able to accommodate. Cause man, I when that date was open, I was like, man, this would be right on time, man. So man, gonna rock us with the joint, man. This the poem of the day, and we gonna go into commercial from there. And we gonna come back with the artist Ken Brown.
It's love, man.
Southern Feet.
Bearing strange fruit.
Strange.
With Quad on 860 AM and 106.5 FM, WNOV.
Man, listen, this has been a great day, man. We are here with my brother Ken, artist Ken Brown, man. Listen, Ken, before we go any further, Ken, I want to thank you for your contribution to the city, making it look better. Also, contribution to art, man. We've talked, but your insight on life, man, is really one of you planting seeds. You said something earlier. You said about the little things become big.
Yeah.
In the book Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill talks about how they say in the massive oak tree, there was a little acorn. The oak tree we love, but there would be no oak tree if not for the little acorn. All the little things, man. In sports, they tell you a first down is made by every inch we take. You know what I mean? So King, man, I just love it, man. Listen, one, somebody hit me. Do you teach classes? And how can people connect with you, especially about this? Tell them about the album and what you're doing with it. And like you said, it costs. It doesn't. What you break it down about the price?
Yeah. Well, the album is coming out July 4th. It's called Elevation. It's a acoustic serenade. It's acoustic guitar. It's poetry. It's special surprise guests on there. It never. It's and there's some verbiage too. I got a couple of scenes. I try to mix it up. So it's interesting. Yeah. So all they have to do, if it's Cash App, it's just artist Ken Brown. You pay what you want for the album. That's how I'm doing it. We're gonna do a pay what you want, and then include your email, and you'll have the album sent to you. And it's a special bonus. They get a free coloring book, adult coloring book of my black and white pages. They're getting it for free.
You
pay what you want. Hey, it's love.
Man, listen. And man, I'm gonna have to talk to the people up here, man. Maybe we can get one of your murals on the side of A60.
Oh, wow. Hey,
you know
I
what
would
I mean?
love to do that.
Just period, man. And your work, all of it, man. King, all of it,
Set
man.
It up,
do you work with young people or adult people, period?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's a lot, like we spoke, it's therapy in art, and art is therapy. Is there ways that people can connect with you if they want to tap in a little more?
Yeah, they can hit me up on any of those social platforms. I got my Instagram up. It's just Artist Ken Brown. Artist Ken Brown. You go in there and message me, and we can set up a lesson and everything else.
I just got a quick question. I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this behind you. The first thing I see is a panther's face.
Yeah.
With some hands and some roses.
Yeah.
And is that Saturn that's on top
Saturn
of it?
on there.
Wow, bro.
So much.
Yeah.
Wow. There's so much in it. You know what I mean?
I think it's like juxtaposition. It's combining elements that don't naturally fit together, but it makes you think, what is the relationship?
And that's what caught me. That's what caught me because I'm looking at it and I'm like, wait a minute, I see the hand. Yeah. Then I look and I'm like, wait a minute, is that a panther's face? And then that's a person's face right over there. That's like a woman's face over there, right?
Right here. Yeah.
And can I ask you something? The colors, Ken, as an artist. So I don't know how Jermaine does it or others. This is when I write. This is how I write. A blue pen I write. That's for jazz. That's I'm writing to music.
Okay.
That's how I'm writing.
That's dope.
A black pen is for my neighborhood. That's where I come from. A red pen is for those I lost. That's how I write. I really write it like that. A pencil, when I use a pencil, is because I want to go back to my childhood.
Wow.
When you use those colors, is that what is a certain thing? My friend Lena was telling me about the colors. Lena, remember, as she talks about the color. When you do, is there a certain thing you use with the colors, or you just play with them as it is?
Well, I love to mix colors. And one thing that's consistent through these pieces is a sense of balance. The colors come together, and it's like us in life. The pieces come together, and look how beautiful of something that we can create when we come together, when we put the shapes together, the people together, the colors, the vibes together. We look better together than we do apart.
We are better together. Let me quote my man Muhib, my brother Muhib Dyer. Muhib got a motivational speech that he says we're better together. King, listen, man. I can't say thank you for the painting, man. It's good looking. I needed that because it reminded me to keep going.
Yes.
And the work we do, we can eat, and all of us, and the work we do with all of it go on, you can think it's not working. Muhib put this on Facebook yesterday. He said that he loved going to the detention center, but he hated going to the detention center.
I read his post.
Because there's a part of you like I'm reaching them, but then you gotta go home. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. That they found humanity, but it's never too late. But they found humanity, but they've had to do 15, 20. You understand what I mean?
It took them to have to go to jail.
It took to jail to go find humanity. Yeah. So what does that tell you? So look, King, you getting ready to get out of here. So I got to give you a 3 before we get out.
Oh, okay.
All right. and start with this. The truth is, finish the sentence. The truth is,
you're powerful.
If this world was mine,
it would be yours.
I am unapologetically
me.
Listen, kings and queens, man, I don't have to say no more. I'm going to read this quote and then I'll say my word. This is what's in the opening of my book, and I think all of us in this room would appreciate it. It says, and I found this when I was in college, my sophomore year of college, and I never threw it away. It says, a true artist is inspired by everything that takes place around him. Life excites him and becomes the object of his study and his passion. He eagerly observes all he sees and tries to imprint it in his heart, in his memory, not as a statistician, but as an artist, not only in his notebook, but in his art. It is, in short, impossible to work in an art-detached way.
Love that.
Make the world better with art. Jay-Z said it better than anybody. He say, a garbage can gets a steak. The very things people throw away can be the very thing you can recycle. It's not recycling. It's taking something that's ugly. We didn't have the money, so we took 2 turntables and started scratching. We couldn't pass English class, so we started rapping. We couldn't get the clothes, so we cut them and put colors on them. And last but not least, they took away gym. We started breakdancing, and we cut art, so we started graffitiing. Family house music was made because some dudes heard some disco tracks and turned them around, and that's what it became. Everything you need is in you. Everything you want is outside you. I would rather deal with what's in me than outside me. Peace, power, and prosperity, family. And don't forget, 7/13 next Saturday, we celebrate my 100th show.